In this video, I'll show you how to increase your current prices without losing a single customer and immediately take the pressure off your bottom line. I'm Peter Locke from VantageCoach Business Accelerator. Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered how much more money you could make if you simply raised your prices? I find that most business owners have, but then these warning bells go off in their heads. If I raise my prices, I'll immediately lose all of my customers, or at least the vast majority of them. That seems to be the prevailing logic these days, and it helps explain why 90% of small business owners and medium-sized business owners attempt to compete on price alone. But what if I could change that all for you? What if I could show you how you can instantly increase your price without losing a single customer? So let me show you how even a small change in price can have a huge impact on your profit. Let's take a look at an overly simplistic example of this, but it'll show you exactly what I mean. Let's assume company A, let's call it company A, sells a product for 100 Rand. The net profit on the product, let's say, is 15%. So that's the net profit margin. That means the owner puts 15 Rand into their bank account after all the bills are paid. The rent, the salaries, sales commissions, utilities, the cost of building, manufacturing, acquiring things that you need to acquire that goes into the product, and everything else that goes into operating the business. So let me ask you this. What do you think would happen if the owner of this business raised their price by a mere 5% from 100 Rand to 105 Rand per unit? Do you realize that the additional 5% is absolutely pure profit? This business owner will go from 15 Rand in profit per unit to a new net profit of 20 Rand, simply because they added 5% of 100 Rand or 5 Rand onto the price. That means the actual profit on this product just increased by a staggering 33.3%. It's very important that you understand this concept thoroughly. By increasing the price of the product or service by just 5%, the business increased its overall profitability by a third, 33.33%. But we know that for many business owners, it may be impossible to raise price, even 5%. Typically, these are the kind of businesses that their products have become commoditized, they're in highly competitive markets, so even a 5% increase will lose you some, if not all of your business. In that case, instead of aiming for a 33% increase in profits, aim for something smaller, like a 5 or 10% increase in profits by lifting your prices by a small amount. On our previous example, you only need to increase your pricing by 75 cents on that 100 Rand product to get a full 5% increase in profits. Almost every business today has this kind of untapped opportunity staring them in the face, and they simply don't realize it because they don't understand their numbers. However, let me put this to you. If you still hear warning bells going off in the back of your head, saying, if I raise my prices, I'm going to lose customers, then let's just explore this possibility again. So to understand the number of clients you can afford to lose, we simply need to add one more dimension to our example. We want to know the number of customers who purchased that 100 Rand product. So here's how it looks. As you can see from this example, with 1,000 customers, you'd make 15,000 Rand in net profit. That's the total net profit you'd be making. If you increase your prices by 5%, you now only need 750 customers to maintain the same net profit. This means you could effectively lose 250 customers and still make the same original net profit of 15,000 Rand. So you need to ask yourself realistically, do you really believe on a 100 Rand product or service that a 5% price increase will cause your business to lose 250 customers? Because if it does, believe me, there's more at play here than just a meager price increase. If you lose less than 250, you're still going to score overall. You're going to be a lot more profitable. Furthermore, just think about this. To earn a new profit of 20,000 Rand by only increasing sales rather than pricing, sales would need to increase from 1,000 units to 1,333 units. That's hard to do. So use this example for your business. Plug in various numbers, the price increases for your own products and services, and then see what makes sense for you in your business. Calculate that extra profit potential of your business, and then see how many customers you would have to maintain to still make the net profit that you're currently making. I think you will be shocked by the results you obtain. And I must tell you, the thinner your margin is, the bigger the impact it's going to be. It's important to note that this doesn't necessarily have to apply to all your products and services. You don't have to do a blanket product pricing increase across the board. What you may do is elect to test this with just one product or service, first before you move on to others, as long as the impact on your bottom line is great enough. But before you take action, do some research on your competition. You should always determine first your pricing versus that of your competitors, especially if what you sell is considered to be more like a commodity or if the product has become commoditized. With commodities, the price increase can definitely have an impact. It can pose a challenge unless you have value-added component of some kind that justifies the increase. And never forget that testing is always the key. When it comes to raising your prices safely and successfully, always do some testing. There's no need to risk your whole financial future when you have the power and ability to attempt some small tests and find out what kind of response you're going to get. So there you have it. If you need to grow your profits and your cash flow fast, the first place to start looking at, the place I always start looking at, is at your pricing. So get out there, have a look at your pricing, and make the gains. That's all from me for this video today. Bye now.